Hello, fellow lapidarians. I started to work on this rock and turn it into a cabochon. This was part of a bunch of rocks I purchased from a Facebook seller, and it was already in a shape and size that looked like it should just be easily turned into a cabochon. So I started to grind it down into this shape. The bottom was already nice and flat. You can see it had a really cool pattern on here, and I was hoping that by grinding down the top I could bring some of that out. So I was going along and grinding this thing down, and I thought, you know what? I think this might be a better stone to get tumbled and polished instead, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to get that pattern up on here no matter how hard I try. I may have to grind away so much that it's just useless. So I decided to go ahead and switch from making this a cabochon into turning this into a beautiful tumbled and polished stone. So what I'll do in this video is get this thing going in the 6090 silicon carbide coarse grit, get it nice and smooth, and then move it on to the polishing stages in the vibratory tumbler. And I will update this video once this rock is finished with the coarse stage. As you can see, just a couple of weeks of tumbling and the coarse grit has made this thing nice and tiny. A lot of that rock that was on it was that softer sort of host rock, which for the most part just ground away, leaving us this chunk of chalcedony that has this nice banding right here. This is the area that I really wanted to maintain. So we might have a small rock, but it should be a beautiful rock once it gets polished. Let me go ahead and get this thing started in the vibratory tumbler and go through my 8-day 4-step process. Then I'll bring it back in here and we'll take a closer look. Well, so I decided to stop the cabbing and instead tumble this, and how do you think it turned out? For one thing, it's a lot smaller because a lot of that material was soft. But the good stuff, the part I really wanted to save, looks awesome. Look at that. Let's see if we can get a little shine on there. Isn't that pretty? Even though it's small, I just really love that banding right in there. So this is all that's left of it. I still think it was the right decision to make. Clearly, the cabochon wouldn't have been very good since so much of the rock was just too soft anyway and didn't survive the tumbling. And boy, I would hated to have missed out on this right here. Isn't that pretty? Wow. All right, thank you so much for watching this little video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure and check my other videos for more like this. Thanks again.